If there's a provision in Minsk 2 that says neither side can attack each other, and then both sides keep attacking each other, do you think Minsk 2 is in place?
$32.
Okay, and why do you think Donald Trump is a good president?
Because I think the other one was worse, because by the time Trump came in, 50% of all of Gaza was damaged or destroyed. Civilian infrastructure in
We are
Gaza.
talking about Donald Trump being a good president, not about Kamala Harris or whatever take you have on her.
Hey, mental illness guy, I gave you my explanation. The other guy was worse. Do you hear me?
Yeah,
Or
I'm not
no?
asking why.
And
I'm
I'm
not
giving you an
asking why you
explanation
voted
why
for
it was
him.
worse.
I'm not asking why you voted for him. I'm asking why you think he's a good president.
Because he's better than the other one. Hello? Can you argue? Can you actually
Okay,
argue
so
against
if
that?
Hitler-
Can you
if
actually
Hitler
argue
was
against that?
better- if
Yes.
Hitler was better,
Yes, if he's better than Joe
if Hitler
Biden,
was better
I'll
than
vote for
Hitler
Hitler.
2.0, you would vote for Hitler?
I would vote for Hitler if it's better than Biden, yes.
Holy shit.
Yes,
Okay, you're
yes.
delusional.
Can you actually argue against this? Can you
I'm not
actually
asking why you
argue that
voted for
Trump is
them.
worse?
I'm not asking why you vote. I'm not
Can
asking
you just
why you
argue
voted
that
for
Trump
him.
is
I'm asking
worse
why you
and
think
prove
he's
me
a good
wrong?
president. It's not that hard to...
Can you argue that Trump is worse and prove me wrong?
I'm not asking why you think... I'm not asking why you voted for him. I'm asking why you
Hello?
think he's a good president. Do you understand those words?
Yes, he's better. He's a good president because he's better than the other one, the other choice. That's why. Do you have anything else? Do you have anything to argue against that?
Better? What makes him better?
Because by the time that
what makes him better?
Because the other guy destroyed the economy, he toppled Gaza, 50% of all civilian infrastructure was destroyed or damaged. He started Ukrainian warfare.
Wait, what is Biden?
He destroyed inflation.
When did Biden start the Israel-Gaza war, and when did Biden start the Ukraine war? Please tell me.
So Biden started the Ukraine war when Anthony Blinken went down to Zelensky and told him don't accept any of the Russian Minsk 2 agreements that were being talked about, and actually pressured, with the help of Great Britain, pressured Zelensky to not accept any of the negotiations of the Minsk 2 agreements. And then that's when the actual start of the war happened. And are you going to deny that America was involved in training all of these Azov battalions and funding them now? Are you denying that?
We actually didn't train any of the Azov battalions.
We literally trained the Azov
considering
battalions.
We've had an embargo on them for the past 7 years.
You're a
we
liar.
weren't training them. Our
Lindsey
special forces were in
Graham
Western.
went and met with
Our
them.
special
I have
forces
video
were
of
in
him.
Western.
I have video of Lindsey Graham meeting with them.
We had special forces in Western
You're a
Ukraine
liar.
training other battalions. We never trained
Yes.
Azov, considering we had a
Yes.
fucking embargo on them in the 3rd Assault Brigade.
No. Well, right now they're getting funded directly by the U.S. government. So I don't know what this embargo you're
Now
putting.
we
It's not
are, but that was
actually-
that was
listen,
lifted.
let me finish,
That
let me
embargo
finish.
was lifted.
Yeah,
That embargo
exactly.
was
I don't know what
lifted.
embargo you're talking about. I don't
That embargo
believe
was
there was
lifted
an
in
embargo. I don't-
2024. Well, too bad if you don't believe it. It was
No,
not.
I don't believe you at all. I actually have never heard of this
don't
embargo.
care.
This is the first time I hear about this embargo. Anyways, that you're not denying that we funded and trained battalions in Ukraine. You're just denying that we did the Azov
When did I
battalion,
deny
which
that?
is a
Wait,
lot of
when did I
bullshit,
deny that?
guys. How is it?
When did I
How
deny
is it
that?
possible?
Hey,
You just
hey,
did it. You
hey, how about you stop monologuing and dialogue tree? How about we
literally just said it.
you all you've done is scream the whole time. You came up here yelling about fucking
You clearly
Gaza
are not
and how
listening to me. You
Biden
just said
started this damn war.
Yes. You asked
me
me
how
when
Biden-
did
how
Biden start
Biden-
the Ukrainian war?
Tell me how Biden started the Israel-Gaza war, and tell me how Biden started the Ukraine war.
So Biden funded and made sure that Anthony Blinken go and shut down all Minsk 2 agreements with Zelensky. And because of this foreign policy of not allowing Russia any stand, with the help of G7 countries, introduced sanctions on Russia, which exasperated the negotiations and which started that global warfare between Ukraine and actually the economical warfare between all G7 countries and Russia and its oil. Not only that, once Biden left office, immediately talks of normalizing relationships with Russia has reignited, showing that Biden was the actual catalyst forcing America to not allow these negotiations to continue.
Yeah, opposing Russia is a good thing.
Opposing
Russia is a good thing. Opposing Russia is a good thing. Okay.
Oh, so
that didn't start the war. Can you tell me why the? Wait, can you tell me even why the war started? Because you're blaming Anthony Blinken. You're blaming Joe Biden. But yes, I'm anti-fucking Russia. No shit, I'm not a lefty. I fucking yes. Every American is anti-left.
When did the lefties become pro-war?
Wait.
When did the lefties populists become pro-war?
Manar, why would they need
You disgusting, despicable Azov
Shut the fuck
battalion
up!
funder.
Holy shit!
Manar.
Fuck you.
Manar,
shut up.
Why would they need Minsk 2?
You brought up Hitler when you're funding Azov battalion.
Manar,
you said you would vote for Hitler.
Fucking hypocrite. Yeah, you're funding them right now. You're funding Nazis. You
Manar,
fucking bitch.
why did
are
they?
a Nazi.
If
fuck you, you're the Nazi funder.
Down...
I have proof you're funding Nazis right now. I have proof of Jon Stewart putting a medallion on a Nazi. You fucking bitch. That's in your government.
Manar,
in the Canadian government.
Manar,
this is hilarious.
Why did they need Minsk 2? You're saying that shooting down Minsk 2 started the war.
You mental illness. What did I say? Don't steal my argument. What was my argument?
You said Joe Biden started. You said Joe Biden started the Russia-Ukraine war by sending Anthony Blinken down to shoot down Minsk 2. But why would they need Minsk 2 if there was no warfare?
Because the Ukrainians were assaulting Donetsk and Luhansk, and the Minsk 2 agreement were giving them, the Donetsk and Luhansk people, their own independence. In doing so, Ukraine was extremely opposed to that, and they were murdering.
So Biden didn't start it, right?
Minsk 2.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Before we move on, Joe Biden didn't start that, right?
So Joe Biden was the catalyst to actually shut down all Minsk 2 agreements. Anthony Blinken came personally.
But you said Joe Biden started the war.
Can I finish what I said?
No, you said Joe Biden started the war.
Foreign affairs. Joe Biden is his foreign affairs with the help of Anthony Blinken and all his foreign affairs.
So how is shooting down a ceasefire starting a war?
Hey, mental retard. Minsk 2 agreements is a ceasefire? Is that what it is? Minsk 2 agreement was a ceasefire? Is that what it is?
Yes, it was.
Yes,
it was.
Formal peace agreement.
Yes, Minsk 2
was a formal peace agreement. It was not a formal peace agreement. Minsk 2, it was not going to demonstrate yes, I do. It doesn't. It wasn't going to give independence. It wasn't going to give independence. Okay, listen, I know you love to fucking slur, but it wasn't giving independence to Donetsk and Luhansk. It wasn't giving full independence to them. How about you go read? Because all you have done this whole time on my live, all you have done on this whole time is come up here, yell. No one's been able to talk to you because you just fucking scream.
I don't know why Reniel shows up every time. Right, what is the Discord?
This is my buddy's stream, alright? You came up here. Me and Delta are like finger crossed, alright?
Yeah, and you're coming in, don't lie, don't say Minsk 2 agreement was a ceasefire. Minsk 2 agreement was the official negotiations that were actually allowing Donetsk and Luhansk to have their own independence from the Ukrainian government, which is something that Donetsk and Luhansk have been fighting for since 2014, since the Mariupol incidents. You don't know anything then.
You don't know anything.
You don't know anything.
Tell me who the majority...
The text of Minsk 2, the very first thing that it says is immediate and full ceasefire in the particular districts of Donetsk and Luhansk.
That's it, guys. The first sentence is immediate ceasefire. That's it.
It's in the fucking ceasefire agreement.
Fuck yourself, you son of a bitch.
It's a ceasefire agreement. You're saying it's not a ceasefire, but the first fucking step is a ceasefire.
Then you bring another one. Now I have 2v1 and I'm getting muted. Fuck you, bitch.
All right, I'll stop talking. You guys
go fuck yourself, Reniel. Stop lying, you son of a bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
You're the only one lying, dipshit.
I'm not lying. He's acting like Minsk 2 agreements were not actually directly involved in Donetsk and Luhansk independence. This guy, okay, I'm gonna prove him. He wants to read the first page. I'm gonna read what Minsk 2 agreement says about. Let me read the summary.
I wonder why there was a. I wonder why there was a Minsk 2. I wonder why there was a
package of measurements. Hello?
I'll go for it. You've been talking this whole time, so I'll go for it.
What do you want to say? Go ahead, say it.
Nothing.
Okay, a Minsk 2 agreement signed in February 2015 aimed to end the armed conflict in eastern Ukraine between Ukrainian government forces and Russian-backed separatists in Donetsk and Luhansk. It was a 13-point plan, including a ceasefire, withdrawal of heavy weapons, and provisions for political and economical reintegration of the Donbass region. While intended to establish peace, the agreement faced challenges, was ultimately violated by both sides, contributing to the escalation of the conflict, including the full-scale Russian invasion in 2022. So even
I'm sorry, one more question. Reintegration into what?
Shut the fuck up. Let me make my point. So look guys, he's going to mute me because even this agrees that the Minsk 2 agreements faltering is directly involved in the full-scale Russian invasion because even Google agrees with this. Look at this son of a
Minsk 2 didn't go into place because both sides violated
just this random ceasefire. Yeah. Yeah, just a random ceasefire. Continue. What do you have?
It was. What? If a ceasefire doesn't
just
stick, then the war's going to keep going.
13-point plan. It's a 13-point plan and it's the direct reason. Once it faltered was the actual direct correlation of it faltering and this war starting, and then you're just claiming that it's just a random ceasefire. But okay, sure.
The Minsk
As
2
if it
never
wasn't
went.
The actual...
Minsk 2 also never got implemented. It never got fully implemented. It was violated before it could get implemented, right?
Damn! Holy shit!
It was signed into law in 2015. You stupid son of a bitch.
But it was never fully implemented
February
because both sides violated it, right?
What does that mean? What does that mean for never fully implemented? What does that mean? Can you even know what that
both
means?
sides immediately violated it and therefore nullified it.
That means that it wasn't fully implemented because
yes, if you nullify it, then yes, it means it wasn't implemented.
It becomes a legal implementation.
Manar,
and what you mean by implement is that it's not enforced.
If there's a provision in Minsk 2, if there's a provision in Minsk 2 that says neither side can attack each other, and then both sides keep attacking each other, do you think Minsk 2 is in place? Okay, cool.
Representatives of a Russia-Ukraine Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe.
Okay, go ahead. I've talked to Manar too much. Go ahead, Delta. I love you, Manar.
Fuck you, Reniel. Don't leave. Where are you going? What the fuck was that question? What was your question?
Okay, I'm gonna ask this question, and then you're gonna keep talking to Delta because it's not my life.
Question,
Reniel, my fucking god, Manar.
No, he can. Go ahead.
Let me read out the 13 points, guys, because he wants to claim that it's only a ceasefire, guys. Look at what the 13 points are.
I didn't say it was only a ceasefire. I said that it was a ceasefire.
That's what you implied.
That's not what I implied. I just said it was a ceasefire. Did he leave?
Oh my god. No, I kicked him.
Oh no, Manar. He's my goat.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
He yells like that.
Dare take it back. You've been arguing.
Shut up.
That's literally what you've been arguing for the past 15 minutes.
Do you want me to ask you the question again?
Reniel, is it a ceasefire or is it not a ceasefire? What is Minsk 2 agreement?
It's a
ceasefire.
Minsk 2
agreements? Okay, that's it, right? That's all
no,
you
that's
imply.
Not all it is. It just is a ceasefire. That's not all it is.
What do you mean it's not all? That's
chill out. Holy shit.
Every time I ask you what is Minsk 2, you say it's a ceasefire. So all you keep implying is a ceasefire. I'm
Manar,
saying
is a road a walkway or somewhere you drive on?
Warfare in the Donbass region.
Manar, is a road something you walk on or is it it's something you drive on?
What is this? Why are you not answering my question? Is it a ceasefire or is it a 13-point
the reason I'm saying that is because it can be both. It can be two things at once. It can be a ceasefire and other things.
Lying because you only read the first part of this, the Minsk 2 agreements like a stupid fuck. Like every single thing, you read the first segment and you develop your immediate biases immediately like a stupid fuck. Because I've tested you on this multiple times. So that's why you said it's a ceasefire. And then you kept doubling down every time I told you it's
the person
actually
who's criticizing me for not reading has said that my document on January 6th was really bad, even though he hasn't read anything past the introduction, by the way.
I don't think this guy's read anything outside of, like, .ru stuff.
But I'm trying to read this, and you guys keep muting me, and you kicked me out. It's a 13-point plan in brief. 1, an immediate and comprehensive ceasefire. That's all Reniel read, guys, and then after that, he shut it down.
Because it's a ceasefire.
2, withdrawal.
That's all I was trying to say.
No, it's not! It's a fucking... It's a complete protocol, you son of a bitch. If it was a ceasefire, that's all that would be written down. It would be a ceasefire.
Manar, is a road... Do you drive on a road? Manar, roads for driving?
There's still 12 more
Manar,
points
roads for driving?
You're lying, bitch.
Are roads for driving?
You're a liar.
Manar, are roads for driving?
How can anybody respect you? I just proved to you you're a liar. You have books written. You're a liar.
Are roads for driving?
You said there was a ceasefire and that's all it was. There's
it is a ceasefire.
That's not... I didn't say that's all it is. Manar, are roads for driving?
That's literally what you said. That's what you kept implying.
That's not Manar.
How can you say that's what I said, but it's also just what I was implying?
Even Google, look guys, they won't allow me to speak. Even Google agreed that
are roads for driving?
Even Google agreed it was the catalyst that forced the Russians to go into war.
Manar, are roads for driving? Are roads for driving?
Okay, Reniel, get the fuck out of here. I stepped on your head now. You can leave. You're disassociated.
I love you.
By the way, the only people who make the claim that Donetsk and Luhansk were supposed to go to Russia or be fully independent are Russian propagandists.
Yeah,
never once says it in the.
It's something really silly too. He said that it was meant to make Luhansk and Donetsk, or Donetsk and Luhansk. Sorry, I'm not Russian, or Ukrainian. To make those independent territories. But then when he was reading the summary to prove us wrong, he said it was for reintegration. That's okay, but
yeah.
All right, I just wanted to come up and talk about R. But
Okay.
Good luck. I love you.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Armed formation ceasefire, right? Just a ceasefire. A full withdrawal of all formed armed formations, not a ceasefire. Liar. This guy is a liar of the first degree. Fucking Iranian. Whoever has respect for Iranian is a stupid bitch. Elections in Donetsk and Luhansk. Is that a ceasefire, guys?